Hi, this is Rudy Jones of PalmettoStateBaseball.com. Welcome to the South Carolina College Baseball Recap for Wednesday, April the 1st. I went to bed thinking there was only going to be one game involving a state team played on Wednesday. As it turns out, there were 6. We'll get into that later on. And the only game involving an NCAA Division I team, up at Truist Field in Charlotte, Wake Forest scored 3 runs in the first inning, 4 in the third, and 7 in the sixth, and went on to run-rule Clemson by a score of 15-4 in 7 innings. The Demon Deacons improved to 21-9 overall. Clemson fell to 19-11. The Tigers have lost 7 of their last 8 games. This game did not count in the ACC standings. It was just a non-conference neutral site game. For the Tigers, Tristan McClatty homered and drew 2 walks, and Bryce Clavin had 3 hits in the game. The Tigers will move on out to the West Coast. They'll play a 3-game series against Stanford beginning Friday night. Also, I mentioned the games that were added. Forest Darlington Tech added a game against Camp Community College up in Bowie's Creek, and the Stingers won that game by a score of 18-7 in 7 innings. O'Neill Feely's doubled, tripled, and homered as the Stingers improved their record 33-8. Also, Tristan Strickland had a single, a homer, a walk, and drove in 4 runs. Camp fell to 5-10. Also, in addition to the schedule, USC Union played a doubleheader at the Lander JV or / developmental team, whichever you prefer to call it, and the Bantams won both games by scores of 13-7 in Game 1 and 5-3 in Game 2. That improved Union's record to 22-16. And in the final additional games that were added to the Wednesday schedule, Gordon State took a couple of games from USC Salkehatchie down in Allendale. First game score was 5-2. Second game score was 14-12 as Gordon State had to rally in that game. I think I did mention USC Union's 22-16. I hope I did. Gordon State is 26-17 now. They're out of Georgia, by the way. Salkehatchie fell to 3-35. For the Indians, Jaden McKenzie had 5 hits in the doubleheader, and in Game 2, Elisha Baker had a single, a homer, a walk, 2 runs scored, and 3 RBI. Again, those are the only games involving state teams played on Wednesday. And because this coming Sunday's Easter, most of the teams in the state have moved up their schedule in some way or adjusted it to try to avoid playing on Easter Sunday. And because of that, there's a pretty full schedule on Thursday, especially among NCAA Division I teams. Let's take a look at the schedule for Wednesday, April the 2nd. Longwood is at the Citadel at 11 o'clock at the Joe. Obviously, the River Dogs are playing at home that night, so the Citadel is playing in an afternoon game or a morning game. If you like to get up and have baseball and brunch, that's the thing right for you. If you can't make it down to the game, it'll be streaming on ESPN+. But again, morning baseball on Thursday. Also on Thursday, Columbia International is at Spartanburg Methodist for a doubleheader at 1 o'clock. They adjusted their schedule over weather issues. These are the only 2 teams from the state in the Appalachian Athletic Conference, and so they'll be playing this weekend. They play a Thursday game and then a Saturday doubleheader. Also on Thursday, USC Aiken begins its Peach Belt Conference Series at Lander at 5 o'clock. High Point is at College of Charleston at 6 o'clock. Presbyterian is at Charleston Southern at 6. South Alabama is at a red-hot Coastal Carolina team at 6 o'clock. USC Upstate is at Radford at 6. Western Carolina is at Winthrop at 6 in a non-conference series. Wofford is at VMI at 6 o'clock. And South Carolina plays host to number 7 Texas at 7 o'clock down in Columbia. Schedule is going to be posted at PalmettoStateBaseball.com. Again, there will only be one game played on Easter Sunday as it stands right now. I don't think anybody who has a rain out will move it to Sunday, but we'll see how that goes. But again, you can see the entire week's schedule at PalmettoStateBaseball.com. You can get updates of games by following me on X under the handle of Palmetto Base, and you can always contact me by emailing me at rudyjones@PalmettoStateBaseball.com. I hope you enjoy what I try to do with college baseball in the state of South Carolina at PalmettoStateBaseball.com. Please let me know. You can even, if it's just to message me on X to let me know that you're following what's going on, I'd appreciate it. Sometimes I feel like I'm doing this for myself, and I can keep myself occupied otherwise, but I hope some folks are enjoying this anyway. But for now, this late Wednesday night, this is Rudy Jones of PalmettoStateBaseball.com saying good night. Jesus loves you.